We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. First carry for James Conner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. Powers through him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the
rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure.
That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be a third and about 13.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Hurts. And he completes it to Hunt. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Swings this out for Hunt. And some room to work. Touchdown, Seahawks. Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one. Extra point right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Murray. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Edwards-Helaire. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now Murray off play action, out to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and 10. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards after the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, flushed out right. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. The 20. 10. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying. Trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
action. Now it's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. Catch is made by Harry.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll buy some time right. He'll find Harry on the right side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They go play action with Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Murray now to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Seahawks 38, Cardinals 35.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second down and 8.
Check. Crunch.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now it's Carson. He's to the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. This is Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick here is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw of overtime for Murray. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off,